In 2014, there was an Ebola outbreak in West Africa.
In Kenema, the outbreak is out of control. For medical workers,
the facts didn't add up.
Fluids could be a death
The strain of Ebola that caused the outbreak in 2014 had never been seen in West Africa before. It's found in Zaire, which is 2,000 miles away.
In 2014, a journalist named Sam Husseini had a lot of questions about this outbreak.
He traced it back to a boy in Miliandu, little Emile, but the boy's father doesn't think that he died of Ebola. The healthcare workers don't think that he died of Ebola.
A lab in Sierra Leone was suspected of being the potential source of this outbreak of Ebola.
The head of Doctors Without Borders, when she got there, she was like, I'm not setting foot in that lab. They were so appalled by the conditions.
And now here's where the story takes a whole other twist. That lab had a lot of connections to Christian Andersen and Bob Gary. These scientists got money to do Ebola research from Fauci and Collins and from Jeremy Farrar, and now they may be tied to a whole other cover-up.
When that outbreak happened, you had people like Peter Daszak claim that it came from bats.
There's been more and more evidence that bats are the source of Ebola virus.
Somehow, bats were the culprit that spread Ebola Zaire across a 2,000-mile journey. And there's a very disturbing pattern here.
And that pattern of deception became more obvious to people in the medical community like Dr. Marty Makary.
I had become skeptical of Dr. Fauci during the Ebola epidemic. Dr. Fauci transferred a nurse in Dallas with Ebola to the NIH Clinical Center in Washington, D.C. And then Dr. Fauci puts on an astronaut suit and walks in with a photographer and gets a photo opportunity. That's when I took a step back and thought, yes, Dr. Fauci is a nice guy, but that whole Ebola incident seemed like a circus.
In 2014, right after the Ebola incident, there's this ban on gain-of-function research. But they never admit it's because of an accident.